Microphone.
Thank you very much.
How are you,
Good
sir?
day,
Okay. All right. Mikel Merino, here's a microphone for you. Firstly, congratulations on the victory. Do you feel you could have had or should have had a few more? There was a brilliant save made by Sanchez from your from your side foot in the second half, of course.
Yeah, I haven't seen it again, but
I can play it for you.
okay. Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah, look at
All
that.
right. So this is the save from Sanchez. So you're going to be just edging into the 6-yard box there,
Yeah.
and the save.
Great connection.
And it went to goal line technology.
Yeah, it was a close one, or
It was close. The ball was partially over the line, but not fully. We'll see the replay in just a bit from above here.
yeah. Well, I just prioritized having a good contact with the ball instead of maybe trying to give more power to the shot. And yeah, I think Robert made a really good save, mostly coming from the first post to the second post, which is difficult for goalkeepers sometimes. But yeah, I could have had two in this new role as a striker, which is kind of funny still to me.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm sure you've already seen this, though. This is your goal in the first half. Relatively early, inside the opening 20 minutes. Corner floats in. You with the flick. Was that always what were you practicing in the training ground?
Actually, yes. This was a set-piece practice that we practiced just yesterday. It went the way we wanted to go. This is just a header that I know how to do because I've always done when I was younger. My father was one of the best headers I have seen.
Yeah?
He was really great doing this kind of flicks as well in his time when he was playing. So I just borrowed this goal from him.
And did that actually happen in training yesterday? Did you get it in the goal, or was that the first time?
It happened the first time we trained it went on the goal as well. Not to the second post, but on the first one. But yeah, it went pretty much.
He does it every
the same.
time, Scotty. He does it every time.
You look like you want to see it again.
No, it's all right.
No,
It's
no,
all
it's
right.
okay.
I've seen it a couple of times already.
Congratulations. Great.
Okay.
How are you
Thank you.
finding it playing up front? How do you playing in that centre forward role?
Well, it's different. It's different to what I've always experienced, and it is tough, to be honest.
Yeah.
Now it makes me appreciate more the strikers.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sometimes when I see them moaning because they don't get the ball, okay, now I understand them now, because it's a difficult situation. You know, you're always surrounded by big, strong defenders that have the advantage over you. You're always +1 in the or -1 in the back line. So yeah, I mean, you have to do the role you have to do. Sometimes don't touch the ball, but be on the right spaces, create spaces for your teammates, give everything you have on the pressing, organize the team. You are the first one to press. So yeah, I'm trying to adapt as quick as possible, but I think I'm doing a good job so far.
Last question from Scott.
Well, Mikel, it's your fault because you came off the bench and scored 2 against Leicester,
That's
so
it.
now
Yeah,
you've
that's
got
what
to step
everyone is
up
telling
now.
me. That's what everyone.
Has the boss actually said to you, I want you to play as a typical number 9, or we know your attributes as a midfielder, so therefore we're happy for you to drop off and be like a false 9?
Well, I think it depends on the game. It depends on what the opponent does. If they are in a really low block and they are not wanting to pressure, they are not jumping, there is no need for me to drop because we have already the time on the ball. So it's time for me to be on the box and threat them. This is something that I am good at as well. I can head balls inside the box. I can be a threat, also finding small spaces in the box. So against teams, for example, PSV in Champions League, I had more opportunities to drop, for example, away, and I did it. So it just depends on the game. But the good thing is I might not have the capacity to run in behind and get to 20 to 35 kilometers per hour, but I think I can do more things as a striker.
Okay, Mikel Merino, thank you very much for taking the time to speak
It
to
certainly
us.
doesn't look like the last time you played, you were 9 years old, so
Yeah.
well done anyway.
I'll take that from you. Thank you very much once again. I'm kind of wondering if he's doing shooting practice. He must be, right?
Well, he knows
Shooting
where the goal
training.
is. Yeah,
He does now.
He'd have been doing it anyway. He'd have been doing it in training as a midfielder. You know, he's
Oh,
used
yeah.
to those sort of box-to-box and getting in at the right time. Now he's being asked to play in a different position. And the reason why I said that was because after that Leicester game, he was asked, you know, when was the last time you played as a number 9? He said, I think I was 8 or 9. Yeah. So I don't think people realise, and it's really interesting Mikel saying that, because I've said that, and I can only imagine what it'd be like trying to go up as a centre forward. You can be a very good player in midfield, but it's a totally different position with your back to play, and trying to find pockets of space, centre halves all over you, and then you've got to run the channels. So that's why I asked the question, and you asked a different type, and it's a good answer. It depends on who we're playing against, but it is a completely different position. And you get the feeling he can't wait for the forward players to be back fit, so he can play in the position that he's natural to.
Or for them to sign a striker.